Hello and welcome to Pop Culture Reality, the channel for the culture. I'm Neliswa Motsuenyane and we are breaking down episode 2 of season 5 of Real Housewives of Durban. I'm so excited about these girls, and episode 2 really made me even more excited, but it started off a bit on a slow pace, people rehashing the past, but nonetheless, we're still here to love on the girls.
Pop Culture Reality Podcast.
The channel for the culture. The confessionals this season are crazy funny. Like when the girls step into the diary cam, you just know they're gonna be making us laugh so much. I had to have like a piece of tissue next to me because honey, I was laughing so hard the tears are coming out. But I have to say I'm impressed with Angel. Angel is that person that really needed to grow in me, and this season I'm taking a liking towards her. Well done on that one. Angel is so funny, making fun of Nonku for being so forgetful. Uthi uyakhohlwa umama, and that took me out. Because one thing about Nonku, she will act like she really doesn't remember.
Ladies, I just want to know, okay, from people that were not in the group, do you remember ever hearing me? No, you can say.
I don't, honestly, I don't.
You don't?
Yeah.
No?
Maybe I cannot remember.
It was the last episode.
One thing about Nonku,
I go back.
I'm just gonna leave this one to Jesus Christ when it comes to Nonku because I just don't know anymore.
Oh, one thing about Jojo and Ruan, they have the cutest relationship. I watch Jojo all the time on TikTok, and she has so much fun with her BFF, Ruan Shame. I hope this season we get to see more of his personality, because the last time I felt like Umaria was always overshadowing him, you know? So probably this is his time. But we saw in this season, we have some characters, guys. I doubt things will be that safe for Ruan if he features in the show.
You know, that's right.
Sadly, the scene from the wedding had to end. Poor guys, we couldn't have it all season long. But nonetheless, it was a beautiful start to the season. We jump to Kwanele, aka Fafa. The girl is sweet, the girl is amazing, she's beautiful, but there's just something man. How Mina, at first I thought Ufafa's husband was amazing. How they were talking so nicely in the kitchen, they talking about izinto zamalobola wabo ukuthi bazoqedelela imarriage yabo kanjani in terms of the traditional procedures, right? Hey man, they looking cute. Mina, I'm not even suspecting a thing at that moment. I'm just thinking to myself, wow, what a lovely couple. Fast forward, manje. Another scene, which we will get to. Hi, Bo. Stuku. 2 scenes later, I'm surprised, manje. Ufafa is meeting up with Lo. And Lo's part last week, I didn't put it on because I kept calling her Mo. So shout out to the people who pointed out that I didn't say anything about Mo, who, by the way, is fantastic. She's a pastor. She's got an artisan school. She is well connected. She hosts beautiful parties, as we will see. Like, she's just amazing. I just love Lo. But first, they be talking, right? Lo and Fafa. They're talking about this estranged husband. So obviously Lo is very fond of Ufafa. She said she's a beautiful woman and she loves her personality. So she's like a sister at this point as they're talking. And Fafa is opening up to say that her marriage went downhill from this first scene that we saw to that point where somebody even moved into the house and started driving her cars. Apparently this is from the reason that Ufafa was rumored to be dating some guy. She says that she never dated anybody else, but she does admit that they became very close with that guy when she and her husband had issues.
Let's check it out.
Into engithanda ngoFafa unomoya omuhle uma ekhuluma bakithi ungathi unodolo ngathi ungamudla. How are you feeling?
I'm good, Mama. I'm good.
Yeah. On what
A lot has been going
happening.
on.
Yeah, I remember when I last called you. I remember guys ngakubona uhlezi laphana with other ladies. I think they were
And it was,
you.
I think it was on the day I had posted up a statement of the
Yes.
breakup.
What happened?
There was a guy back from home
Okay.
that was given school
Friends.
by abantu ukuthi no, I was busy. Yes, but I was busy nalo guy lo. Tiwa, I was busy with some guy, and it was a guy who was like, circle like that. Because kwathiwa mina ngatholakala kwi-hotel naye ngiyabhede yathi imagine yabona nje bese ngekho mnandi endlini bese kusaba ukuthi uza with things from the streets ayilethela endlini and I'm like ngifike ngitshele lokho mina and then now you don't talk about it. Yes.
Yeah. Laba uma bebhedile bafuna uku-understand kodwa uma kubhede thina ku-4-5.
And then we decided ukuthi yazi let's just take a break kancane. We were done.
Iyangiphatha kabi-ke le nto yakhe eyenzeka.
We decided okay, I will move out because I didn't want to disturb the kids.
Yes.
Remember on the day sekumele ngimuve out I got a message from the mom. Mom-in-law. Okay. Mom-in-law uthi I will obviously take my things and go, and also I'm sick ingane ingifenayo like within the marriage. No, I was in the room the whole time. I was crying. I was crying.
Ithi ngibuza ikhanzo nje.
Yeah.
Ngempela as edina uguy. So wena awukwenzanga.
No, ma'am, it was just I did communicate with that guy maybe overly. You know, umxabana no partner wakho. Now, him now stepped in. Are you fine every day? Right?
I know you're saying you don't believe her, but I believe her. Here's why, okay? That's why. When I was a teenager, my boyfriend went to Cape Town to study, right? I was about to enter into my early 20s anyway. I was a late teenager. I was about to, I'm just excited about this new journey of my life. And then he goes to Cape Town to study and I get left where I was staying. Rumors start going around so quickly that I'm dating this other guy. Not only that, but that guy broke my virginity. My boyfriend at the time didn't ask me questions. He believed everybody else but me. And they lied, okay? They lied. People will lie to your partner to say this and that about you, knowing very well that your partner will be so fragile and embarrassed that they will let go of you. Fast forward, the mother-in-law now, Waka Fafa, is inside phakathi kwezinto. How? This is for me madness, okay? When the mother-in-law has the audacity to take the phone to say, listen here, you better pack your bags and you better make sure you take the child that you came with in this marriage because asimfuni la akadingeki la. Oh, just like that, people turn on you. But for me, I'm just glad she's talking about it because bloggers would have found out. You know how they are. So, girl, don't be embarrassed. Don't worry, my darling. Don't you worry about a thing. These things happen. It's not your fault. The mother-in-law is really way out of bounds on this one. I don't care who says what. Ungena pien. Anyway, abantu bayathanda nje ukungena. Let's go back a little bit. Jojo and Nonku, they meet up. They're the funniest people, guys. Like, don't you just love that friendship?
Don't teach me Zulu words because it got
No.
trouble the last time.
You know what you're moving in a film. That people just those characters that just you kill them multiple times and they always resurrect.
Akafi mose. Hayi Sorisha hayi. Usalala manje.
It's a compliment, by the way.
Oh.
I'm like that too.
And what did you say it was?
Inunu
Inunu?
Ngafi.
Ngafi. Nunu Gnafi. And Nunu Gnafi.
Hey, Bakalila again. Then Nonku just makes fun of everybody all the time. I don't know why people like to take Nonku so seriously because she's just so funny. She says Fafa is Pharaoh and she doesn't get why Lo calls herself Lo, that she thinks she's J-Lo. Like, come on, Nonku. Cut the girls some slack. But the general consensus is that they really love the girls and they think the girls are bringing in positive energies. But will that still be the case later on in this episode? Hi, Bo. I'm pleasantly surprised. Uayanda has a twin. That means double the fabulosity, honey. These girls are optometrists. They are doing their thing. They are career women. They are wonderful. They look great. And they're doing it together. What in the Married to Medicine is going on? Okay, we need a show for them specifically at this point, okay? Mix up the tunes from the show, mix up the tunes from the Mommy Club from Durban, and make it happen. Okay! So she tells her sister all about the new ladies, how fabulous they are, and the sister can't wait to meet them. She invites them to the party, so I'm already excited to see what they're all about when they're together. And honey, I'm happy for this edition because they're bringing a sweet spot to Real Housewives of Durban. Ne? So, fast forward, game us Patume, we're going straight to Lo's event. Yo, Sorisha is making the fashion roll literally on the floor for us. And I love it. So enters Sorisha at Lo's event.
Would you keep a friend that betrayed you?
Khona mahashi, khona ideko, khona umculo yazi lo offense, yazi ngubusy laphana i-ambience is on flick. Abantu bahleli on the setup, khona abantu from the president. Whoa, was it the royal? Yes. Somebody representing Mrs. Zulu's royal house was there. And also, Nonku had the decency, the nerve, the gall to actually ask her to get her some chicken because she came late.
Another matter I want to jump on is this one of playing games at parties. It doesn't end well. When is it going to stop?
I mean, if you've got a question for somebody, I think it's better to just ask them on camera, face to face, so that we can see the reaction instead of throwing shade in a game. But nonetheless, this one was not that messy, so we move on. And then we meet the hostess, the MC for the day, Umini, who happens to be friends to the show for season 5, honey. She seems to be bringing the drama and then some. And there's going to be another character that I saw in the sneak peek. I can't wait for that match. It looks like it's going to be quite an interesting one with them, how they interact with each other. So everybody seems happy. The vibe is really great, to be honest with you. 10s across the board. I just want to say to Lo, you can throw a party, honey. You can throw it down. You are gifted. You've got this. And I love that. Fast forward, we move on to a scene with Sorisha and Angel. At first, I thought Angel was just visiting Sorisha. Kanti, she was there to check out Sorisha's wardrobe, closet space. As they're checking out the wardrobe, man, they take the bags and they take the little dusters and, they dusting the bags and then, they dusting the Birkin. Nice. And they're taking photos. It's so cute. We're loving the moment. We're loving the bond. Their relationship has clearly grown into something beautiful. I think this is what Sorisha was missing from Annie last season. And at least now she's got it from Angel. And let me just explain another thing that I've noticed about Sorisha, right? Sorisha is showing us a bit more these days. Remember, we used to go to her house a lot, but we'd just end up at the foyer. But now we're getting into the closet spaces. We're getting the tour, honey. That's what I'm excited about. It looks like she's finally cracked that shell open and is allowing us in. Fast forward, the therapy with Miso. Is it Miso or Misa? So Miso is a therapist and she doesn't know the girls. So they go to the beach and to iron out everything. These are only the OGs. And this is something that Jojo had planned. Remember, she told Nonku about it earlier on when they had their little visit with each other. The only thing is that some of the girls from last season are not here. So some of the apologies, they're not really complete, but in my heart of hearts, I wish that the ladies could just drop everything and start over. I hope this therapy is a long-term solution to this big problem with the beef in the Real Housewives of Durban, because it's so uncalled for, it's so unnecessary. It got so dark unnecessarily for the past 2 seasons. But now it looks like everybody is coming together and they want to move forward.
This is the Hunger Games. Sorisha, your husband said, I have 10 million rands for anyone who comes for my wife. Yay! I'm not scared of anything.
All right, let me jump in. As much as we were impressed that Uncle Verv stood up for Sorisha last season and actually told those people that if they don't back off, he has 10 million spared to deal with them in legal fees. So now Nonku is addressing this to say, listen, I'm not scared of anything, but that situation with your husband made me feel scared. And I think when it comes to housewives, when the husbands get involved, it just gets very sour. So I think that's where it is now. So how far will people express themselves now that they know that they could be threatened? I hope that's not an over exaggeration.
So they take it to the boxing ring to iron out the situation. Well done, girls. Now you feel better. That's what we like. Husa. For now. Later on, they meet up. As they meet up, it's for dinner, right? Whose dinner is it? Look, I don't know who's hosting this dinner, but the dinner is being hosted and Nonku arrives. Everybody arrives at the same time. Nonku decides to also let us know that she's the queen. She sits inside. Then Lo makes the remark that Miss International, right? Then I think Nonku just eyed her a little bit. And then they were thanking Lo for the event and the gift bags. And then Nonku started telling the story about how she thought it was a vibrator, or somebody thought it was a vibrator, and they thought, I think it was a hair curler, and they all thought maybe it was a vibrator at first. So Nonku tells them the story about how she stopped using vibrators and she stopped masturbating. And this one time she took her dildos, I think it must have been 100 of them or something, packed them in the car. As she was driving, she tried to throw them out. And then the dildos floated back inside. They flew back inside. Like, that comment about floating dildos just came back to my mind. And I just thought of Ruan for some reason. Oh man, that was a funny story. Uyabona Lolo. Hey, usazolusa uNonku. Yabona nje bayafana labantu. They're both pastors, they're both amazing, they're doing well in their lives, and clearly one person wants to rule. It's Nonku Williams. Now we've got two people who want to rule. It's not gonna work out so well.
Dipogo tše pedi tše berekisang lebitso la Morena Jesu Modiski re sa ntse re tlo di bona.
How now Lo saying that uNonku is not even dressed according to Igaba Nesbongo say event. Basho Naba girl, but Table, you've got a nerve. She was wearing Roberto Cavalli. She go to Kulo. It doesn't matter what Nonku was wearing. She was just not looking the part. To her defense, though, in my opinion, she looked good. She looked decent. It was not a wow factor type of outfit, but it was beautiful enough to make her stand out in a room. That's why she felt to come late so that she can show us how gorgeous and expensive she was. But it was not the time and place because she missed the protocol announcements and she didn't know that the person that she asked for a piece of meat was actually from the royal house of Misizulu. So Ulo wanted to set the story straight. She said, girl, you don't ask my guests who are well respected to pass you a piece of meat as if they're just like there to assist you.
No, we are not to talk about me.
Let me just come to the third one.
Wow. Oh.
You asked one of my guests, lapana kwakhona abafana babeshaya amaphinifa laphayana who were serving, and you asked uMamdlunkulu, who submits under Umkhosi, working Mrs. Zulu.
At that point, bekusobala nje ukuthi things are not gonna be okay with Lo and Nonku. So
Tonya is so disrespectful.
Kwabe nginyathela emsileni.
Ufika lana uzongitshela ukuthi I don't do this. You come into this group.
All right.
Go
It is my request.
This is not.
It is my request. Two.
Wow.
You are not dressing up to a level of Ikama Nesbongo. That was Roberto Cavalli. The brand name doesn't matter. No.
it was at this moment that I wish somebody could have warned Lo to come down a bit, because now the whole season Nonku is gonna be on Lo's neck, just sitting here. But we'll see how it goes. Guys, that was Pop Culture Reality Podcast F, and I'll definitely be back with more juicy details. And that's how we end episode 2 review of season 5 of Real Housewives of Durban. I'm Neliswa right here on Pop Culture, the channel for the culture. Remember to like and subscribe. Tell your friends and family to like and subscribe as well. That would mean a lot. Remember, when you comment, make sure you let us know what your thoughts are of the episode. Thank you so much. I'm Neliswa Motsuenyane. I'm out.
Pop Culture Reality Podcast. A channel for the culture.